Hi folks, my name is Scott Cohen and I'm going to be your professor for ACC 4170, Income Tax 1. Now this class, it's one of those high flex classes, so this will pertain to both of you, but this video is mostly for the online folks because the face-to-face folks will go over this in class, okay? So anyway, both face-to-face and online, okay? All right, couple things. So my name right here. By the way, email address. By the way, this is I would say it's the best way to get in touch with me, especially if you're an online student. So just to let you know, send me an email. By the way, if you have a question and we can definitely do a Zoom. It's not a problem. Now, if you're in the online class, I don't know if you'll be on campus or not, but here are my office hours, okay? Or we can make an appointment. So, if you want to Zoom, not a big deal. By the way, here's my cell phone number. Now, you can call me on my cell phone, but, I could be in class, could be in a meeting. You might want to text first. And by the way, if you do text, make sure hey, this is Bob from your ACC 4170 online, so I know who the heck it is. And and here's the classroom information. So for you guys, it's online, but if anybody from face-to-face, we're going to be in JATH 255. All right, let's go down and take a look. This is an orientation video. So by the way, this textbook you're going to need. Now this, I believe, 99.9% is going to be included in your tuition, with your fees for the class. Okay, it's all-inclusive access, so you should be able to get to it right away once class starts up. Okay, classes start up on August 20th, I believe. All right. Let's see what else. A little bit course description here. This is mostly individual tax. Towards the end, we do get, it kind of converts over a little bit to business because there are times when, for certain types of businesses, where those two things become involved. So you could take a look at the course objectives. Again, different stuff we're going to go through during the course of the hours, during the course of the semester. Class is 3 credit hours. Okay. Notice here it says about 12 plus hours per week for the course. Now, a couple things. There's a lot of tools out, especially you're an online student. There's a lot of things out here for you to use that I make for you and that are in the system for you to use. And again, the more time you put in, typically the better you will do. Okay. So there's course format. There's a lot of recorded videos, discussions, problems, things like this. Now, for the attendance policy, like I said, the face-to-face students, they're going to get this first day of class. But for you online, for face-to-face, if you miss more than 15% of the classes, you could be administratively withdrawn. So this is mainly for the online section. Basically, you complete the assignments. That's like you went to class. Okay? All right? So if you did the assignments, you should be in good shape. Now, if you are absent for any kind of university-sanctioned event, that's not a problem. Send me the information. It happens. There could be athletic events, football, whatever it is, right? Okay? Don't think we need to worry about face coverings anymore. Let's hope we don't have to go there. This thing is kind of important right here, code of conduct. The main thing is, with this, I don't anticipate, you guys are all upper-level accounting students. Okay, the only thing is don't get caught cheating on an exam or a homework assignment, okay? All right, this is the main thing. So, to be honest with you, especially if you're an accounting major, where this really comes into play is, look, if you're willing to do that for a grade, what would you do for money? So, especially in accounting, this is really bad, okay? So, you don't want anything to do with that. By the way, if your only chance to do well is cheat or not do well, pick not do well. Listen, everybody messes up once in a while, but the one mess up you don't want to do is cheat, okay? All right? By the way, if you communicate with me, sometimes people send stuff through Canvas. I prefer you don't do that. It's a little different, that thing. Kind of drives me crazy. Email me, text me, we're better off. Again, student support services. Now there are some folks that, there's all kinds of support mechanisms out there at the school. Okay, if you need them, please use them. There are tutoring services available. I don't know how much tutoring they'd have for a class like this. But that being said, I'm happy to help you. That's what I'm there for. But, you know, again, especially, well, a lot of students don't come and use office hours very much, to be quite honest. But I can tell you that it's even more so for online students, right? So if you're not doing well and you need some help, but you got to reach out, right? I'm not going to chase you around. That's going to be your call. Okay, you have to decide. Okay, and I'm happy to work with you. Okay. By the way, ADA, if you happen to have, you know, there are some folks, you know, some of them have different kind of medical conditions and stuff where they get additional time or certain other restrictions or things like that. Contact these folks. These accommodations, they can't be provided retroactively. So, and you have to get their permission. So you contact them and then they contact me and then we get it all set up for you. Okay? Let's see what else we got here. By the way, this universal syllabus addendum, there's a link here. These are all different kinds of things. You can read them. Again, you guys are already experienced students. Okay? Let's see, a couple other things. Okay, we will be using Proctorio for all tests. So Proctorio, I'm guessing you guys probably know. It's like one of those online, by the way, this doesn't matter if you're face-to-face or if you're online. Now, you are allowed to use a single page of notes, okay? And by the way, our exams for this class are going to be in two pieces. Part of it's going to be closed book, and part of it's going to be open book. And when the time comes from the test, I'll explain that to you a little bit more, okay? But basically, the closed book, these are things, if you've been paying attention, watching the videos, doing the things you're supposed to do, you should know them. The open book, tax by its nature, you need to have things to work with in order to answer the questions. That's why it's open book, okay? By the way, there's homework, smart book assignments, okay? In this case, well, homework, smart book, look, homework, if you have friends in class and you have some questions, you want to work together, that's not an issue. But remember, there's a fair amount of homework, and the reason why is because practice is what makes this work, okay? And we're also going to have some, and you'll see that in the grading, we are going to have some both Connect tax returns, and we're going to do some in a professional software called Drake, okay? All right? So, just to keep in mind, this is what's going to go on. Reading, now again, you know, I suspect, I don't know for sure, but I know most students don't like to read too much. But I can tell you that in these upper level classes, like, I don't know how you could understand tax well enough. And actually, frankly, even to be able to do taxes, you have to read the information. There's just a lot of it, right? So, you know, the bottom line here is that you need to know the terms of the chapter. I mean, quite frankly, it's part of what you need to do. And if you're an accounting major, it's part of what you're going to need. Reading is part of what you're going to need to do in your job. So, might as well get used to it now, okay? We're going to have 4 exams. So notice here, 2 parts to each exam, like I mentioned before. Then homework is 20%. Now that homework includes Smart Book, it includes the regular Connect homework, and it includes the Connect tax returns. Now, other tax returns we're going to do with Drake, those are another 20%. And then quizzes, and I'll explain to you about the quizzes in a separate video, are 10%. So there's going to be a quiz on each chapter. That's for both online and face-to-face. And again, the reason to do that, it's just to keep you up with everything, okay? And for the with the online students, it serves another purpose as well, and I'll discuss that later with you, okay? Grading scale is right here. A little bit about makeup exams. Again, I'm pretty open-minded. I mean, if you've got something going on, first of all, the sooner you let me know, the easier it is for us to work things out. Second, you know, if you have a legitimate thing, medical thing, something with the university, whatever it is, right? Just keep up with me with it. And this way it makes it much easier to work things out, okay? All right, folks, I'm going to stop it right there, and we'll be back with the syllabus part 2 in just a moment.